and do a circuit, and they're off in the first at Burrumbeet. Well, the favourite jumped out quite awkwardly going home. Just for a moment or two, I thought he was going to go home out the gate, which was closest to the stalls, but he's regained his composure and settled down and is going up towards the leader, which is Colombian Spirit, as they greet the judge with a circuit to go. Led out by a neck to Henny Wool running second, and going home had switched back to be on their heels running third, and that's the order as they go away from us here. The famous pavilion there at Burrumbeet, and as they go towards the back of the course down the dip, it's Colombian Spirit which takes them there. The most experienced galloper in the field. Start number 13 today, and it's quite been lucky for some. Led out by a length and a half to Henny Wool. In third placing going home, the favourite taking his time after that awkward beginning, now slipping up inside of Henny Wool's girth there as they go behind the trees and head in search of the 1,000-metre mark. It's Colombian Spirit which made play for Nathan Rose. Out by a length to Henny Wool for Belinda Carlisle running second, and going home for young Boris Thornton, the short price favourite, is over on the inside in the Eureka Concrete Maiden. They're almost at halfway, and Colombian Spirit has been able to dictate the terms so far. Led out by 3/4 on Henny Wool. Third placing going home. He's close enough if he's good enough. As they come past the 600 metres, it's still Colombian Spirit. He's a half length. The sprint going on a little from Henny Wool, the outside second. Going home in third place. He still appears to have a lap full of horse, the young boy. Yet to ask him to go at the 400 metres. Colombian Spirit, the leader. He's looking for a bit more room on going home now. The National Jockeys Trust, of course, have got their 100 on him, and then followed next in the field to Henny Wool. They come back almost to where they started from, and despite looking like he was going home early, he's going home towards the winners list now. Going home, he's a length and a half, two in front, extending from Colombian Spirit, and no concrete for going home. He wins the Eureka Concrete by 4 lengths. Second went to Colombian Spirit, and 6 away third to Henny Wool in the opener of the day from Burrumbeet. And he does, and they're away in the second from Burrumbeet. And a good line. It's hard to pick an early leader. Tontieri has gone up out wide. Speedboat in the line. Contract Racing colours now speeds over and takes it up from Tontieri. Manipulation into third, and Bank Street along the inside was fourth, but now Dowling Black's gone around it, and so too Gypsy Bride. Defiable went back to second last, and the newcomer Dan de Bong was the last one for Tilly Neve. 1.5 away and about 8 off this leader Speedboat, who's trying to steady in the lead from Tontier, and Dowling Black's gone up to make almost a line of 3. Fourth placing Gypsy Bride as they pass the 800, and then Manipulation. Bank Street had got away from the rails, and then Defiable in the last one, but trying to sneak some ground was Dan de Bong. That's the order in the TB. White and Sons at Speedboat trying to go all the way, led by a neck to Tontier on the outside as they go behind the screen, and Dowling Black had dropped off, so to a clear third went Gypsy Bride. Bank Street to fourth, then Manipulation. Dowling Black was gone from Dan de Bong, and Defiable dropped out. A race on in earnest up towards the turn. Speedboat needs another motor. After him Tontier, and Bank Street is closing in. Gypsy Bride fourth as they come around the turn. Tontier went to the lead. Here's Bank Street emerging on the outside and kicking back. Speedboat not to be denied. Bank Street out wide had the lead though, careered away, and it's 2 for Andrew Payne and Boris Thornton. Racing away to win the TB White was Bank Street by 3.5. Tontier and Speedboat. Gypsy Bride was next, then Dan de Bong, and a long break to the last trio. Defiable, Manipulation, and Dowling Black. Set for the third, and racing in fact in the Mount Misery Sand and Soil, and Nuclear Rain and Family Gossip took a bit of time. Bon Jovial didn't. It sped out very quickly and went to the lead over Dan Pezzo. We found it as driving across from its wide alley to try and get up outside the leader, but trying to keep it deep there is Miss Rich and also Dan Pezzo, and Holby and Prince was in the middle, about 2 lengths back then to Locum, followed by Eye of the Tiger. That's it in the all-white from Nuclear Rain, and Family Gossip is still 4 off at the tail end. As you'd expect in a sprinting race, there's been no loafing. Bon Jovial led. We found it hasn't had time to get on the bridle. He's been flat chat chasing up to second. Miss Rich shown the whip third. Locum's come around the outside to fourth. Holby and Prince. Dan Pezzo are battling, and then Nuclear Rain. Bon Jovial led on the turn. We found it's using plenty of the track, but he's still running on, and Locum the outside as well. They come around Miss Rich. Bon Jovial rode like a good greyhound, but they're coming. Locum and We Found It. Bon Jovial in front. Locum's flying, and over the top goes Locum for the Mount Misery Sand and Soil by a length to We Found It, who's run second, I think, on the line from Bon Jovial, who was in front everywhere. 980 metres at least, then followed by Miss Rich, Dan Pezzo, Nuclear Rain, followed by Holby and Prince, and Eye of the Tiger and Family Gossip with the last couple home.
And they're off and racing. And Starter caught him in a pretty good line. Existence a little bit slow. Mount Beckworth out well on the inside, with River Flower and Unique Dream going forward in the early stages. Now Brookova coming over on the outside with River Flower to take the lead. On the outside then, inside is Mount Beckworth third and Unique Dream fourth, and last is Existence. So your leader is Brookova. He's a length in front. Second down on the outside is River Flower. On the inside of him, Mount Beckworth in the white. Then came Unique Dream and Existence last the rail. Now the leader is Brookova now. He's a length in front. River Flower staying careful on the inside, and a length then came Mount Beckworth, and last of all is Unique Dream and Existence. So Brookova now gets a pretty easy lead, and he leads by a length to River Flower. Third down on the inside, Mount Beckworth, and further back then came Brookova and Existence last. So Brookova the leader, a length in front of River Flower second. Third the inside, Mount Beckworth. On the outside of him, Unique Dream and Existence is still last. Brookova your leader, no change in the order as they go down the back. He's a length in front. River Flower getting closer on the outside. On the outside of him now, pretty coming through the middle, Mount Beckworth. Two then Unique Dream. And last is Mount Beckworth. Now there's three across the track here. It's Brookova with Existence and also River Flower. A length then further back in the field as they go past the screen is Unique Dream. And a length in the all white, Mount Beckworth last. Now River Flower is still the leader. He's in front of Brookova, Weekend and Unique Dream down on the inside, Existence, and Mount Beckworth still last. River Flower now as they nearby the turn at the 200 metres. He's just in front. He's being given the whip. On the outside now, Unique Dream, the inside, Brookova. Brookova's kicked back on the inside and River Flower wants to battle. It's Brookova, tackled by River Flower and coming down the outside, Unique Dream, but River Flower won the fourth at Burrumbeet by a length to Unique Dream. Three then came Mount Beckworth, and on the inside of him was Brookova, and three Existence last in the fourth event here at Burrumbeet.
All clear comes from the back. They're often racing in the Edge Financial Partners, and Cog Hills Creek jumped out pretty well down on the inside. It's trying to hold a forward posse. It will be headed off firstly by Swar City. Now Steep is going hard on the outside, and also up there is Our Protocol. Auntie Beverly the Grey slotted in to be fourth. Tycoon Reedy second last as they travel down the back. And Cog Hills Creek, despite the rider's best efforts to try and hold a forward spot, it's ended up last. It's pretty willing at the top end. Our Protocol is taking off on the outside and takes Steep on for the lead and takes over and dashes away at the 800. The lead by 2.5 lengths. Steep running second. The grey Auntie Beverly, the first of the DK Weir runners today, stepped up on the outside and tried to come into the picture. Then followed by Swar City. Tycoon Reedy, sporting the same silks as River Flower, who won the previous, is starting its move from the back, and Cog Hills Creek, it's fair to say, is in a battle with himself at the moment. 4 lengths away at the tail end of the field. 400 metres to go. This is a survival of the fittest, and Steep took off, put its head in front of Our Protocol and Auntie Beverly. They're 4 lengths to Tycoon Reedy and Swar City, and then Cog Hills Creek. But at the 200 metres, Steep's going to be the first into the lane. Our Protocol, Auntie Beverly looked gone, and then followed by Swar City. Steep is still the leader from Our Protocol, and Steep is going to come on and continue the great run of the stable. Steep, give him one for his trouble, raced away to win the Edge Financial Partners by 4.5. Our Protocol second, Auntie Beverly got third, and Cog Hills Creek and Tycoon Reedy fought out the fourth spot, with Swar City the last one home in race 5 of the day from Burrumbeet. Racing, Turkoglu missed the start by a half length. He's normally a fast beginner. He'll use gate 1 to drive up. Tortured's gone away fast though, and there's plenty of pressure on out to wide as well. King Cutler is coming across trying to get itself into a forward spot, as Tortured working very hard to try and get over from Shrizzle, and Turkoglu can't for the moment. King Cutler settled in fourth, and they're going like last week's pay. 2 lengths away then at the 600 metres to Canny Ridge. It was followed then by Southern Edge. Coffee got him as a mile back, and Suriano was with that pair as they come off the back. Tortured, Shrizzle, Turkoglu, they've all done a stack of work at the 400. King Cutler's a clear fourth, and 4 lengths back to Canny Ridge. Coffee got him as making some ground, then Southern Edge and Suriano. He's last of all. Tortured, despite racing wide, still had the head in front on the home turn. Turkoglu's trying to rally, then Shrizzle, who's done his best. King Cutler to the outside, and then Coffee got him. Turkoglu gave a bit of a kick. King Cutler's coming though, and King Cutler got up and beat Turkoglu. Tortured might have lasted for third from Southern Edge, and Coffee got him. Well, somebody got Coffee in fact, because Turkoglu's been nosed out. Then Suriana followed by Swishel, and Canny Ridge was the last one in the www.horseracingshares.com.au. Good. The starter says go, and the gates fly back, and they're off and racing. And Pennon got a nice start down on the inside, and so did Scaredy Mac. Asset Hound quickly looking for cover, and Captain Fancy Pants, as promised, is coming across, striding across boldly as they greet the judge with a circuit to go in the Petrogas Regional Burrumbeet Cup. And the Fancy Pants is trying to take himself to the front. Pennon drives up to keep him at bay for the moment. Then Saintly Manor third, but out wide. Asset Hound gets the gun run behind the leaders, and Scaredy Mac went back to fifth. Then followed by Lakumi, Deduct and a Cool Largo, patiently ridden past the 1300 was the last one. Pennon the top weight, he's a multiple country cups performer. He's coupling some pressure on the outside from Saintly Manor now. Captain Fancy Pants in third place, and Asset Hound is a neck away or half away over on the inside, fourth, and 1.5 to Scaredy Mac. Then followed further afield to Deduct, who's there with Lakumi and a Cool Largo's on the inside. They go down the back of the famous Burrumbeet course in the Petrogas Regional Burrumbeet Cup. 44 races this lot have won between them, and at over $600,000 in prize money. And Pennon, who's won 7 and a few cups, leads by a neck. 2 on the outside, Saintly Manor. Captain Fancy Pants goes 3 wide to attack the pair now, and then Asset Hound, who's under lock and key the inside. Lakumi around them from Scaredy Mac, the Sonata Cup winner in the middle, and there followed 2 lengths Deduct and a Cool Largo just beaten for speed as they come down the side. Pennon on the inside, the leader. Captain Fancy Pants has gone up out deep. Saintly Manor in the middle. Asset Hound needs an out. Then followed Scaredy Mac and Lakumi around the turn in the Burrumbeet Cup. Pennon the top weight clings onto the lead from Saintly Manor. Asset Hound's about to get out. Then Captain Fancy Pants. Pennon for Tilly Neves. He's pulled the whip. Here comes Asset Hound. He's charging to the line to win. And Asset Hound for the Petrogas Regional Burrumbeet Cup got Pennon with a great beast of speed over the end to win by a length. Third, Saintly Manor from Scaredy Mac, and then Captain Fancy Pants, Lakumi, a Cool Largo and Deduct.